Hi, Mrs. Whittaker, but Dr. Leslie Weber isn't in yet.
Oh, dear. I was hoping that... Well, I'm a friend of the family, and I'm trying to get in touch with her daughter.
Well, maybe you could still catch Dr. Weber at home. Have you got her number?
Yes, but I've already tried there. Oh, no matter. I'll try again later. In the meantime, will you please tell Dr. Weber that I called and that I will call back?
Yes, certainly.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Sorry to keep you waiting, Dr. Hardy.
Oh, not at all. Is Dr. Cunningham still in the hospital?
No, sir. He left about an hour ago.
Morning.
He wanted you to approve this report.
Thank you. Good
Good
morning.
morning, Steve. Oh, thank you, Georgia.
Good morning, all.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, thank
She
you.
said she'd call back.
How nice.
Oh, good news?
The best, a dear friend.
Well, it's always nice to hear from dear friends, isn't it?
Hold on just a minute. I'll try to get that number for you. 550, 10... Is that a 3 or a 5?
Georgia, if you're trying to call Alan, that is a 3. It's 555-1036. It's listed under Susan Moore. Have a good day, everybody.
I have to get to work. If you see Alan, would you tell him I have to talk to him? It's important. I'm late. So.
Oh, that coffee just smells terrific.
I wish you would come in more often. You know, I haven't even gotten a chance to congratulate you.
Thank you.
It was a boy, right?
Yes, a big, beautiful boy.
Well, when do I get to see him? I mean, you got him out in a carriage in the parking lot or something?
You know, he already had his breakfast, so we left him home with the sitter.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope I get to see him someday soon, okay? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi, Ruth. Hey, Amy, how's it going?
Okay, how about one of those nice, gooey, fattening Danishes?
You got it. You want a cup of coffee?
Yeah, thanks.
So you got the day off today?
Yes, and not a minute too soon. I'll tell you, as much as I like working at that hospital, sometimes those doctors can be so demanding that they make me absolutely crazy. Like yes? Alan, what I was saying, you know, about demanding doctors, you were not included in that bunch.
Forget about it. Everybody needs to get away once in a while. So are you planning a super day?
As a matter of fact, I am. I am going to help Luke and Laura find either a house or an apartment to rent.
You know, what they probably need is a place just like my cottage.
Oh, that'll be tough to find. That place of ours is just terrific.
Yeah.
Gosh, we just love living there. Don't be too shocked, Amy. We do live in the cottage together. It's all right. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Amy.
Bye, Amy. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice seeing you, too.
Bye, Rose. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks for coming in.
Bye. Rose, did you hear what he said? He actually said it. They're living together.
Amy, you know, don't make a big deal out of it. It's not that, you know, it's not that big a deal. Listen, are you meeting Luke and Laura here?
Oh, no, I'm meeting them at the penthouse, but I wanted to know, do you know of any places for rent here?
In this neighborhood? Yeah, no, not really, but something tells me that Laura wouldn't exactly be crazy about living down here.
Oh, now this one looks pretty good. See, you know, we could afford that really.
Yeah, but it's in a lousy part of town. Absolutely lousy. Okay. There's another one. 5 rooms. Work for. Oh, I know what that means. Working fireplace.
Why are all these ads in code?
No, that's right up your alley. Or have you forgotten, darling?
Well, there's no sense in going to see that one.
Well, what about this one right here?
No, Luke, look at the address. That's a very, very expensive part of town.
There's got to be something here in the middle.
I don't know.
Well, you know, you could always join us in South Africa. I'm sure that you could live in one of Robert's palatial estates next to his diamond mines.
I'll get it. Who knows? It could be someone who wants some out-of-work heroes. Hello? Yes, one moment. I'll see if there's anybody here by that name. It's for you, buddy boy.
Oh, my public, it's too early. Find out who it is.
May I inquire as to who it is, please? Yes, one moment. Mrs. Lila Quartermain. That's what the lady said.
Hello?
Oh,
Mr. Spencer, I'm so glad I caught you. How are you?
Oh, I'm just fine, Mrs. Quartermain. How are you?
Oh, very well, thanks. Listen, Mr. Spencer, I'd like to talk to you. Is it possible to get together with you sometime today?
Sure. I'll drop by your house in about an hour. How's that?
No, not the house. At the ELQ offices. About an hour, you said? Oh, good. That's fine. I'll be expecting you. Goodbye, Mr. Spencer.
Goodbye. What does that sexy old lady want with me? No, it can't be that.
What?
No, if there's any justice in the world, it won't be that.
What? Luke, what is it? Tell me. Talk to me.
Do you think it could be that the ELQ wants their $50,000 back?
Oh, don't say that.
Well, I mean, why else would Mrs. Quartermain call and put the schmooze on me?
Well, she can't have it back. She's going to wreck my budget. Look at this. I spent all last night budgeting everything out, working everything out so that money will last us for a year. It's got to last us.
Okay, well, calm down.
Well, you could always hit Big Bobby up here for a loan. What's a diamond or two among friends, huh?
Work it, Tiffany. One of these days, when I have nothing else better to do, I shall relate to you my life story. Blank verse, of course. In the meantime, I have to get ready.
Does anybody here know what he's talking about?
Not me.
No, but as you're also interested, I'll tell you. I'm expecting my publisher.
Your what?
Yeah, you got it. This guy's extremely interested in doing a hardcover version of our exploits on the island.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Perhaps, but it's worth a shot.
Oh, I'll say it's well worth it. I mean, first we've got the hardcover, and then we've got the paperback, and then there's the movie. Oh, this is so exciting.
Someone got a
Robert.
tranquilizer for her?
Look,
Oh.
Robert, you might even get a Pulitzer Prize if you can spell.
Well, of course I can spell. My command of the English language is excellent. Yours should be as good.
I mean, you don't even have to worry about that. Look, all you have to do is just write it. Somebody else will do the spelling for it. Now, let's listen.
Help.
Yes.
I think he's certifiably insane. I can't stick around here. I gotta go find out what she wants. I'll see you, baby.
She can't have the money back.
No, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, Luke. I worked it all out.
If it comes down to it, I just want you to remember that we got along without the money before we got it, so we can get along without it after we don't have it anymore.
Let's be serious.
I am serious. And I want you to lighten up and stop worrying. I'll just tell Uncle Eddie we donated it already to a home for unwed cats or something. Now, Lila will love it, and I love you, and I'll see you.
Okay.
Are you coming too?
No, I'm going, but that's strictly non-publication.
Bye. Well, are you ready?
For what?
Apartment hunting. Wait till you see the list I have.
Oh, I never want to see another list as long as I live.
Laura, we are going to have a great day. I have everything organized, starting with 3 apartments that I found listed on the hospital bulletin board. So, shall we go?
Oh, yeah, right.
Wait. I have one very important question to ask you before we go.
Uh-huh.
You see, it's very important to have some kind of an idea of what you want before you set off on something like this. So, if you could live anywhere you wanted, what kind of a place would it be? Now, think about it.
I don't have to think about it, Amy. If I could live any place, it would have to be the Whittaker's farm and Beecher's Corners. Nice and warm and cozy. Nobody's home, I guess.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Would you mind a little early morning company?
Oh, you know better than that, Esther. The coffee's on. Come on in.
Oh.
You know, I was just trying to get Laura on the phone at her mother's house. There's no answer.
Oh. Well, it sure was something reading about those 2 in the papers, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, I'll say. It made me feel so proud. You know, they saved us from disaster, they did.
How can we thank them? That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't know what the town's going to do, but I know what I'm going to. I'm going into Port Charles.
You mean it?
Well, I can make a one-day trip of it. Whit won't mind.
Well, you don't mind going by yourself?
It'd be nice to have the company, but Whit's too busy to go.
I could go.
Esther, would you?
Oh, I just love it. Oh, that is if you don't mind.
Oh, mind? I would love to have you come. We could make a real trip of it.
Right.
I know Luke and Laura would love to see you, and we can find out all about their wedding plans. I can't wait to see them.
Hello, my name is Luke.
Luke Spencer. I know, you're famous.
No.
Oh, yeah, I read about you in all the papers. It's quite amazing what you did. You deserve to be famous.
Yeah, well, thanks. Kind of strange being back here. The feelings are strange.
I bet I know what you're thinking. Your fiancée used to sit right here, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. I have a lot of feelings about this place.
Well, Mrs. Quartermain is waiting for you. You can go right in.
Thank you, I will.
You look puzzled, Mr. Spencer.
Frankly, I am, Mrs. Quartermain.
Oh, sit down, please.
Thank you.
It's really quite simple. We're under new management here. Dear Alexandria left the stocks in her stocks in the company to me.
I'm surprised.
Oh, well, that's exactly how I felt the first time I sat behind this desk. However,
I think I know exactly why you asked to see me.
You do?
Now, yeah, I think so. Mrs. Quartermain, about the money,
money? Oh, Mr. Spencer, we can't talk about money now. First, you must tell me whether you'll take the job.
The job?
I'm offering you a position with my firm, Mr. Spencer. Oh, now, I know you'll have to take time to think about it, and naturally, well, you'll have to consider whether or not you'd want to work for me.
Well, Mrs. Quartermain, I don't know what to say.
Oh, well, I don't expect an answer right away. That would be unfair to both of us. I just want you to think it over.
Well, what would you like me to do for the firm?
Oh, well, we can go into the details later. Right at the moment, all I want you to know is that I would like to have you on my staff. Alexandria hired you, and she trusted you, and that's good enough for me. You've proven yourself to be a man of courage and, if you'll forgive the expression, intestinal fortitude. I like that in a man.
Thank you.
I can guarantee you a fine future, Mr. Spencer. I hope you'll consider it.
Mrs. Quartermain, if you will forgive an archaic expression, you blow my mind.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I think that any man would be honored to have the position that you have offered me just to work with you. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to turn you down. You see, offices and I, well, we don't get along, you know. Alex gave me a fine office right here in this building, on this suite, on this floor, and the walls closed in on me, Mrs. Quartermain. I don't know, I think I'm looking for something a little different. I'm looking for something that gives me some freedom. Something of my own, something I can build. I hope you don't think I'm crazy, and I'm certainly not disrespectful. But you know, you only go around once.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Do you?
I do. And it's just what I'd expect from a young man like you.
You don't think I'm making a mistake turning you down?
Oh, not at all.
And you're not angry with me?
Oh, of course not. But if you won't accept my position, I certainly do hope you'll accept my wedding gift. I should be very, very upset if you refused that.
I won't refuse. You know what? You have given me such a gift today. You gave me my self-confidence. You are a very beautiful woman. Thank you. Hey, listen. You don't let anybody mess you up. You can give ELQ International the dignity and the good taste that it needs. And you go for it, lady.
Okay, now remember what I said about distributing your weight evenly.
Like this?
Yeah, that's real good. Pretty soon you'll be playing hopscotch on those things.
I don't think I'm doing it right.
You're doing great. For a first time on crutches, you're doing fantastically. Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello. Hi.
I need to talk to you. We're on our way down to X-ray, so I can't talk now, but later we have to talk about Mrs. Morrison.
Okay, fine.
All right, and by the way, is it true what I heard about your change of address?
Oh, yes, I just made it official. It's on the roster.
And are you all right?
I've never been better. Listen, I've got to go upstairs. I got a million things to do, and I'm
Okay,
late.
fine. Sure, why not? We're going to X-ray. You talk to me later, though.
All right, later.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, Speed Demon, let's go.
I think I can make it on my own.
Oh, you do you? Well, we'll see about that.
The second floor to 3.
Okay. Dr. Weber. Yeah? You stay right there. Do not leave. Hello, this is Dr. Weber.
Dr. Weber, this is Agnes Whittaker.
Agnes, for goodness sakes, how wonderful to hear your voice.
Oh, well, I hate to be bothering you at the hospital, dear, but...
You're not a bother. You're not a bother. I'm delighted to hear from you. I'm so sorry I haven't called you, but there's been about a million things going on since Laura got back.
Oh, I can imagine. Why I'm calling is that Esther Calhoun and I are thinking about coming into Port Charles tomorrow.
Oh, that's delightful. Oh, we'll all be absolutely thrilled to see you. I'll tell Laura. Goodness, I don't know what their plans are for tomorrow, but I'm going to be at the waterfront clinic all day. If you can get yourself down to the port, anybody there can direct you. And we could have lunch or dinner or anything you like.
Oh, now, don't make a big fuss. I just want to see you and hear all about the wedding plans. I can't wait for that big day.
Oh, well, now, I'm not sure about that because it's possible that they may be planning something very, very small and very private. But I know that they'll be thrilled to see you tomorrow. Everybody will, even Robert Scorpio.
Who?
Oh, you remember him, the fellow with the patent leather hair.
Waltham Books guarantees a first printing of $500,000. $50,000 in advance. Straight royalty of 15%. 50-50 on foreign sales. We have a strong subsidiary rights department. The sky's the limit with the paperback action.
Oh, that sounds marvelous, doesn't it, Robert?
We have high hopes for your book, Mr. Scorpio.
Yes, but I'm no writer.
You don't have to be. We'll get you a ghost. The best in the business.
Ghost? What are we talking about again?
Darling, that's a ghost writer. It's someone that writes the book for you. It's done all the time. Yes.
Yeah, well, look, just supposing I agree to this, what does this ghost and myself write about?
Just the intimate details of this summer.
How intimate?
We expect to attract a good many readers, Miss Hill.
Oh, please, call me Tiffany.
Thank you. You see, Mr. Scorpio, Miss Hill, Tiffany has the idea.
Yes, I'm sure she has, but I don't. Not yet, anyway.
By intimate, I'm not only including the personal relationship between two men and two women on a remote island. I'm also referring to your professional involvement, the details of that.
You mean the World Security Bureau?
Exactly. The inside story, the secret operations of the Bureau.
You expect me to write about that?
Mr. Scorpio, I'm not giving you a $50,000 advance just to tell me how tall the palm trees were. I want you to reveal everything. The World Security Bureau, just like the Snap book. Now, you must have read that. The author's a very rich man now.
Oh, I adore that book. Absolutely marvelous.
So did millions of other people. And yours can be just as sensational. You have all the key components. You've lived them. All you have to do is tell us about it. The Bureau, the island, the Cassadine family, the agent you work with, the woman, O'Reilly, I think her name was, all the dope on her. You see, you know what it's really like to be a spy in the 20th century. A man and a woman working together to uncover a plot to overcome the world.
That may be the book you want, Mr. Waltham, but it won't be the one I write.
Oh, now, Robert, please.
I'm just tossing off an outline off the top of my head, of course.
Yeah,
but it'll give you the idea.
Look, you can toss off anywhere you like, but I'm not interested.
Well, if it's the advance.
I don't think so.
I don't believe you'll get a better offer, Mr. Scorpio. Please don't turn it down so quickly. Think about it for a while.
I don't have to.
Oh, yes, you do. Mr. Waltham here, Ken, has been very nice, and he's given us a lot to think about. We will, Ken.
Popularity can be short-lived, Mr. Scorpio. I hope you'll take advantage of it. My card.
Thank you. We'll be in touch with you.
Don't hold your breath.
Goodbye. And, thank you, Miss Hill.
Oh, Tiffany, remember, and thank you very much.
I hope you'll reconsider, Mr. Scorpio.
Bye-bye. could you? How could you have turned something down like that? Oh, that money may not mean anything to you, but I can live very nicely on $50,000. Well, at least for a while I could.
Go suck eggs, Tiffany.
Oh, you are absolutely infuriating, Robbie Scorpio. All you had to do was just tell him a story. I mean, you could have made it up, for heaven's sake.
Then you write a bloody book, then.
Well, I just might. I don't understand you. What is your problem, Beth? All you have to do is tell something about the little security bureau and that woman of yours.
That's the problem. Nobody understands.
But we do, don't we, O'Reilly? We know. Certain things you just don't put in a crummy book. Certain feelings that don't go into words.
Luke and Laura, what, a private wedding?
That's what her mother said.
Oh, no. Oh, they wouldn't elope, would they?
Well, we can't let them do that, Esther. Why, Whit and I had been living for the day of their wedding.
Oh, I know that. That's all you two can talk about, not to mention the town folk.
Oh, they remember those two being here last summer, and now what they did to save us all, well, from freezing to death. Well, everybody wants to do something to show their appreciation.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going into Port Charles, and we're not going to take no for an answer. We'll talk Luke and Laura into a celebration. That's what we'll do.
Oh, right. Well, we'll all chip in and all go to the wedding, the whole town. Oh, let's make it a real old-fashioned country wedding with all the trimmings, no matter where they have it.
Luke and Laura will have to say yes.
Right.
No big wedding. Now, come on. I want it private.
Why? Everybody's been counting on this.
Counting on it, right?
Hey, Slick.
Shouldn't count on anything in this world. What are you counting on?
The wedding. Luke's sitting here telling me that he and Laura want to have a private, quiet wedding.
Oh, really? That's what he's telling you, but you don't mean that, do you?
Yes, I do mean it, Slick. I want it to be Laura and me, and that's it.
Do you know what you're doing, pal? You're cutting me out of being your best man. You're cheating me out of that. And you wouldn't do that to me. I know you. You wouldn't do that. You can't do that. He's not going to do that. I got the tuxedo. How do you think I feel? No public wedding? Come on, man. You can't... You don't mean that, do you?
I'm sorry, pal. Sorry about the tuxedo. But I do mean it. It's between me and Laura. And that's all I want there. I want it very private and very quiet. And I got to go now. Thanks for the sandwich.
Sure.
Put it on my tab.
All right.
Oh, listen, if Laura calls, would you tell her that I'll meet her at the Versailles room at 7 o'clock and we still got about 50,000 and that's it? Sorry about the tuxedo. Sorry.
Take it easy, Luke.
Thanks, baby.
Do him a favor, huh? Do me a big favor. No public wedding. City Hall, and that's it, huh?
Well, hey, Slick, if that's the way they want it, you know.
But what about us? What about what we want? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Wait a second. If they want City Hall, they can have it. So can we.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about in City Hall there's a big room, a lobby, a gorgeous big room. They can tie the knot there, have the wedding right there.
Well, that'd be great if they go for it.
They'll go for it. You know how? We'll convince Luke. You and I will talk to Luke, and we'll talk him into it. You and I can do it, and we'll have it there.
Well, you better include Laura in on that one because she feels exactly the way he does.
I don't want to hear any more griping, Amy. It is my wedding.
But it's not fair. Besides, everybody at the hospital wants you to have a big wedding.
Look, Amy, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Now, we have a few more apartments to see, and I'm warning you, we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon doing this my way.
Hey, how was I supposed to know those places were such dumps? They sounded great. Laura, you really should have a beautiful wedding. Heck, you don't know what's in store for you after that. I mean, at least this way you have one good memory in case it's all downhill from there.
Amy!
Well, it could be. I mean, Laura, what are you going to do after you get married? I don't know. Well, I really think you should think about it. I think that you should go back to college so you could get a good job. And you don't want to be a typist at ELQ again, do you?
ELQ. Oh, I wonder how Luke made out down there.
I mean, look at me, Laura. I'm studying to be a nurse, and I know that I'll have something to fall back on, whether I marry a millionaire or not. But seriously, Laura, what are you going to do with your life?
I'm gonna make a phone call. Excuse me. Kelly's Diner.
Hi, Rose. It's Laura. Is Luke there?
Hi, Laura. No, you just missed him, but Slick is here. Let me let you talk to him, okay?
Okay.
Are you gorgeous? How you doing? Hey, we were just talking about you, sweetheart. Rosie and me.
Well, listen, not now, Slick. I just want to know what happened to Luke.
Oh, he's okay. Oh, you said the 50 G's is safe, you know? And to meet him at the Versailles about 7 o'clock. Now, wait a second. We want to talk to you about, what is this baloney about running away and getting married?
Slick, not you too. Look, I'm not telling you nothing. Nothing. Forget it. Goodbye. Yes, hello. This is Laura Baldwin. Yes. Mr. Kelly is waiting for an envelope for me from a lawyer in Mexico. Can you tell me if it's arrived? I see. Thank you.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.